Hello guys, welcome to Hankins Custom Rifles, another episode of Hank's TV. Today is Sunday, March the 4th. It's about 42 degrees outside. It's a little bit breezy, but it's a pretty nice day for shooting rifles. And I've got a couple that need test fire today. And this first one that we're going to work on, right now it's a 223, but it's also a 308. It's a switch barrel gun. And we're going to test the 223 barrel first. And then in the second video, we'll probably do the 308 barrel and see how they both shoot. Now, it does require a different bolt and all that stuff because they're different bolt face, but this is what the customer wanted me to build, and this is what he's gotten. Now, the scope that's on this gun is my scope. It's a Night 4 scope. It's mounted a little bit high for this rifle, really. When the customer gets it, I'm sure he'll put a lower set of rings on it and get it down a little closer to the barrel. So if any of you guys see this big gap in here, that's not going to stay that way. It's just there for testing purposes. The action is a Stiller Predator action that I've polished up. It's stainless steel, and I put a mirror polish on it. The barrel that we've got on here is a Brux barrel, and it's a 1 in 6.5 twist, and it's specifically designed for this guy to shoot 90 grain burger bullets, and I hand loaded some up yesterday. I've got 3 different powder charges. They're all the same bullet depth. I didn't do anything with bullet depths on these hand loads. These are just some empty brass that I had. I didn't do any fancy prepping on the brass. I just deprimed, primed, and loaded. We got 3 different kinds of powder charges, and I'll go over that with you as we shoot the gun. I'm going to sight it in with the factory Federal Premium ammunition, 69 grain bullet. So it should shoot pretty good, but then we're going to step up and shoot these 90 grain burgers and hope that it'll shoot really good and that we can figure out a powder here that it likes one over the other. Then the customer can work on seating depths and all that kind of stuff and fine tune it. The reamer that I used on this gun was a special made reamer for this big long bullet, and I can't remember the free bore that it had on it, but I ordered the reamer from Pacific Tool and Gauge specifically for this job right here. And it's a 223 match reamer with a long throat of some kind. I can't remember exactly what it is, so I'm not going to throw out a number because I would be wrong. The stock that's on here is one of those GRS stocks. Now, it sits in the bags really nice. I like the way it sits in the bags. It sits up level, and it looks good sitting in the bag. But what I've noticed already since I've been down here on the bench, and all I've done so far is bore sighted this gun. I haven't fired a shot out of it yet. But the way the grip is made over here, when you put your hand in the grip, your hand is sitting crooked, and it's telling my head that this gun is sitting crooked in the bags, but it's not. It's straight in the bags. It's just that my hand's crooked. So that's something I'm going to have to get used to, and the guy that's shooting this gun's probably going to have to get used to it and overcome that fact that the gun is straight, but the grip is crooked. It's the way they've designed that to fit the hand. I don't know yet if I like it a whole lot or not, but we're going to try it and see how it works out. That's really about it. The stock, the scope, Night Force 8-32 NXS, a 1 in 6.5 twist on the barrel. That's as tight a twist rate as we can get from Brux barrels. It's a cut rifle barrel. It's stainless steel. It is a 30-inch long barrel, probably a little longer than what we need, but this guy's going to probably try to burn some slow powders, and he's wanting to shoot 1,000 yards with these 90 grain bullets in some competition. He lives out in California, so maybe that's what they need out there. Personally, I probably would have cut it off at 26 and called it good, but that extra 4 inches might give him a little bit more velocity if he burns the right powders. So we're going to go on and shoot this gun a couple times. I've got 2 targets down there. One of them I'm going to use for bore sighting and getting on target. The other one I'm going to use for groups because I got to send the customer these targets when I get done. And hopefully we can do both barrels on the same target. And I will tell you guys that I ran off this morning and I left all my targets at home, so I don't have any paper targets. But we do keep some good sheets of cardboard down here at the range. They're probably 4 feet square, and I took a nickel and I took an ink pen and I drew out a bunch of circles on the target, and I colored them in with the ink pen, and I can see them fairly well through this night force scope. So that's what we're going to shoot at today. I know a guy made a comment here a while back about one of my videos when I was doing a muzzle loader and I had to use the bench to beat the ramrod against because I got a bullet stuck, and he said it looked unprofessional. Well, this cardboard might be unprofessional too, but when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, you're an hour from the house, you don't turn around and go back and get something that you need or you forgot. You just have to make do with it. So beating the ramrod is about the same as shooting cardboard, but it's going to get our job done today, and we'll make it by. So we're going to shut her off for a minute, put my dogs in the truck, and when we get back, we'll be shooting this gun. Okay guys, I will tell you that a 223 is one of my favorite cartridges. It's small, it's compact, you can put a bunch of them in your pocket, grab you a handful of shells and take off across the prairie dog town, or out to shoot blackbirds or groundhogs or whatever you might want to shoot with it. It's a great cartridge, and I have built a lot of these guns over the years in 223. I've never built a switch barrel gun for a 223 and a 308 on a different bolt face. I've built a lot of switch barrel guns, but they always stay with the cartridge and the same bolt face family. So you can do a 22 250 and then maybe a 308 or something like that. But this guy wanted a 223 and a 308. So that's what we've got. We're going to start out shooting the 223 barrel with the gold medal premium ammunition. This is a 69 grain hollow point. I'm going to use them to sight in and get on the paper down there. I've got 4 sitting over here on the side of the bench, and this is a single shotgun, solid bottom in it, and we're going to go ahead and shoot our first one and see where we're at on the paper. Okay, I'm going to look through the spotting scope and see if I can find that hole in the cardboard, because I can't see it through the scope. Okay guys, I found the bullet hole. It's right in line with the target, just about 3 inches low. So what I'm going to do is just bring my scope up a little bit and get on that bullet hole. And our next shot should be pretty close. I'm going to shoot 3 for a group. Okay, it looks like they are grouping pretty tight. Can't see them real good on that cardboard, so I'm gonna look through my spotting scope again and see what we got. Even looking through the spotting scope, I can only see one hole, but I'm sure there's 3 holes down there. I just can't see them all with the spotting scope. They might be in the black target, that little black circle that I drew on the cardboard. So we'll get down there later today and we'll look at them. And what I'm going to do now is move over to the other target that's got the dots on it, and we're going to shoot a couple of groups of 3 with some different ammunition and see what happens, and I'll explain all those as we go. Okay guys, we're back, and all I've done is moved over to the target that's on the left down there. We're shooting 100 yards. I've got some circles drawn on a piece of cardboard. I've got it sighted in with the Federal ammunition, shooting a 69 grain hollow points, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot another group of those just to have a group on the cider board. So let's see how these 3 will do. The nice thing about a 223 is it has hardly any kick. 69 grain bullet, and this gun doesn't even move. Okay guys, that's our first group on our cider, or on our target board, and that was the 69 grain Sierra hollow point bullet loaded by the Federal gold medal match here. These are factory loads. And now what we're going to do is we're going to jump up to the hand loads that I loaded yesterday, and to keep things simple, I'm going to start with the lightest powder charge first and work our way down to the heavier one. So we've got 21.6 grains of Varget in here with a 90 grain Berger VLD bullet. We've got 22.5 grains of BLC2 loaded in here with the same bullet. And then we've got a 24.1 grain of Winchester 760 loaded in here. So we're going to start out with the 21 grain .6 of the Varget load. We're just going to do 3-shot group with each one of these and work our way through it. These are loaded to where they just touch the lands in this barrel. Okay, those don't look too bad. We're going to jump up with the 22 grain, 22.5 grains of BLC. If I remember correctly, this was the hottest load that I loaded in the book. These are going to go, I think, 2,493 feet per second or something like that. And now we're going to jump up to the 24.1 grains of Winchester 760. Now, I use the 760 and the BLC too because it's a ball powder, and I loaded these with my meter. I didn't hand weigh every charge. I just dropped the charge with my powder measure. And I really like ball powders for that because they meter so well. Alright guys, we're going to give this barrel a few minutes to, well, it's not even warm yet, but we're going to give it a few minutes to just sit there. I'm going to run a cleaning patch through it, and we'll shoot these groups again. Okay guys, we're back. We've waited a little while. We cleaned the barrel. We're going to just do the exact same thing we did on the first test with another group of 3-shot groups. We're going to start out with the Federal Gold Medal match. 69 grain Sierra hollow point boat tail. We're going to be shooting at the top target, second row on the left hand side. These jewel triggers sure are nice, fellas. That's my favorite trigger out there. There's a lot of triggers on the market, but jewel is my favorite trigger. Some people don't like them. They say if they get dirty that they won't shoot, but I don't think that's right. If they get gummed up with oil and grease and grime, they won't shoot, but if you take care of it, it will never give you any problems. So jewel triggers are the way to go. We've got our 21.6 grain load of varget. We're going to shoot the second target down. Yeah, on the left hand side. Okay, believe it or not, guys, I can see a little bit of mirage going on down there. The sun's shining, it's cold, but the sun is out. And that creates just a little bit of a mirage. I could turn my scope power down. I've got it set on 20. I could turn it down a little bit, but then I won't be able to see my little black dots that I had to draw on there. I wish I had brought some little orange sticker dots. I usually keep those in the truck, and I cleaned my truck out here the other day, and I just didn't have anything in there to make a target out of except for this piece of cardboard that was down here, and I had a black ink pen. I didn't even have a magic marker, so I just had a ballpoint ink pen. Okay, we're doing the 22.5 grains of VLC. These are the Burger 90 grain bullets. Okay, that one looks like I might have pulled it out a little bit. But so far, it looks like everything is shooting pretty decent. Now we're going to jump up to the 24 grains of Winchester 760. And we're going to shoot that last bottom dot in the second row on the left-hand side. Okay, that's going to conclude the 223 testing. So you guys want to watch the 308 testing, you jump over and watch the next video. Okay guys, let's go down and check out the target that we shot with this 223. Okay guys, we came down here to the target. I want to show you what this 223 did right off of the bench today, just playing around, not getting real serious with the hand loads. I wasn't real serious with shooting it off the bench, just quick and easy, just to make sure that it meets my guarantee. Now I do guarantee all my rifles to shoot a 1/2 inch or better, and this rifle here definitely made that guarantee pretty easy. So up here, the first group we shot was the Federal Gold Medal Match. That's a 69 grain SMK Sierra Match King. The first group we shot a .380. We moved down here to the second group. These next three are all hand loads that I did yesterday. No special prepping on the brass or nothing. Just loaded it up. 21.6 grains of Varget, 90 grain Burger VLD, which is what this guy's wanting to shoot out of this gun, and it shot a .670. We came down to the next group, 22 grains of BLC2, and that's one of my favorite powders for a 223. I used to load a lot of those for prairie dog shooting. And the first group with the BLC2 measures a .460. We came down to the next group, and that's 24 grains, 24.1 grains of Winchester 760 90 grain VLD, and it measures a .440. So we gave the gun a few minutes to cool down. I swabbed the barrel out. We shot another group right here, fresh clean barrel, shot .220. That's the Federal Gold Medal Match. That's our best group for the day. Federal factory loads, hard to beat them. 220. Move on down to the 21.6 grains of Varget again, shot a .305. Move on down to the 22.5 grains of BLC2, and it shot a .325. And then you can see here that maybe the gun barrel got a little bit dirty again and fouled up, because after we cleaned it, the groups got better, and then it dirtied up and got a little worse. But this is our worst group of the day with the 24 grains of Winchester 760. And I can't blame it on the powder, but we shot a .840. That's the worst group of the day out of this gun. Now we got another group over here. I haven't even looked at it yet, that I shot. And we'll have to come over here and look at this, because I shot this one as a sighter. This hole right here was my original very first shot. We're just a little bit low. And then I shot a 3-shot group just to be sure that I was close to the target. And what we're going to measure right here, I'm going to call that about a 375 inch group. .375, 380, right in that neighborhood. So this gun definitely can shoot. Now, if you guys stay tuned, watch my next video, I'm going to switch this barrel out and put the 308 barrel on it, and we're going to go through this whole thing again with some 308 ammunition that I've got. And I've got 1 box of factory loads and 2 boxes, 2 different types of hand loads, I believe. And we'll go up there and see what we got. But you guys stay tuned, watch the next video. Till the next time, guys, thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave me some comments down there below. And if you need anything, give me a holler here at Hankins Custom Rifles.